update. After this big video with the plants, there'll be a tiny clip with a bee and a little clip with one of our new garden buddies. I don't know. You'll see. LJ named her Venus, but it's a box turtle that was given to us. My friend has box turtles in her yard, and they had babies. So, but there's a watermelon plant that's growing really good. Another one that I think is going to go under the board. That's cantaloupe. I need to get out here and weed. This is gourds, which I found out have medicinal purposes, so that's good. I've been doing a lot of research on medicinal herbs and whatnot. Those beans are doing okay. That lettuce is pretty good, but that corn, not as good as the other. You'll see. This is a zucchini that I had just cut a zucchini off of. My yellow squash, that one's not doing much. I already took one off of that one. My cilantro, I harvested most of it. Sorry about the dog. This is a squash plant, not sure which one. Some basil that finally grew. My oregano never did. Please stop. My dill and my kale still haven't taken off. That's some more cilantro. There's my corn, guys. Isn't that beautiful? With some beans down in there. Here's morning glories and sunflowers that I planted to climb up there. Hi, Kadena. My onion bed that some of my onions are coming up in. That makes me real happy. My crepe myrtle is coming back. If you can see, she's got a lot of new growth on her, so that's good. We got her for cheap, so of course her name is Myrtle. The same friend that gave me the turtle gave me some toads from her yard, so we made a little toad sanctuary or toad habitat. We need to put clean water in there, but that's my okra. It is taking off like crazy, and at first, you know, I had two and they just shriveled up and died, but the rest is looking great. That's where my compost is, at Ugly Tabletop. This is the pumpkin plant. Look, guys, so right here, these big leaves by the okra, all the way up in there, around there, and around here, all the way, and it stretches to right there and onto the ground. So hopefully I'm gonna have me some pumpkins. That's my canna lily, but my pumpkin plant, can you believe it? I named it Hercules. It's humongous. Then my yellow squash that my pumpkin is getting mixed in with. Look, I've got this one and this one, and there's one in there. There's a nut. Oh, there's a bee. Can y'all see the bee doing its thing? And the squash. Hey, little bee. And then that's cauliflower broccoli that came up from last year. And this is butternut squash. I finally got a bloom on it. The plant doesn't look so great, but it is blooming. It's got lots of little buds. Here's my beans. These are, I think, black beans. And it has sprouted, like blossomed. This is my zucchini. I've taken a zucchini off that other zucchini plant. I've not gotten any on this one yet, but lots of blossoms. So fingers crossed, because I love zucchini. Some sunflowers. Canna lilies. Okay, so here's my cucumber plant. Reaches from around here, goes up in there. And I don't know what happened. One day I came out, it was real withered, but it's coming back. But I have some pickles growing. Look, there's one that'll be a pickle, and then, well, not necessarily a pickle, but a cucumber. And then there's that one. That, oh, looky there. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so excited. My roses. I wanted y'all to see my roses bloomed. That's my Mother's Day rose bush that I thought I killed it. But I didn't. Look how pretty that is. I love the multicolored ones. That's my favorite, is the multicolored. There we go. That's true to color right there. Over here are my peppers that a tomato plant grew up in. Can you see? And it's huge. It came up in there. I've got a baby pepper. Look, guys. I won't say what that looks like, but lots of blossoms on that one. And this one should be blossoming soon. These two that I bought for $1 at Lowe's, not doing all that great. But my other peppers and this tomato plant right here, is doing wonderful. Some morning glories that I planted for them to do their thing. My jasmine is just taking off. Alrighty then. So my jasmine, looky there, guys. My jasmine that I brought over here because it was dying in the front is looking wonderful. I'm gonna have to cut it back and take it inside this winter, but I'm so happy because I love the smell of jasmine. Those are some more tomato plants that finally decided to do something, but they haven't got blossoms yet. Lettuce, 2 carrot plants. Oh, there he goes again, and a basil. Isn't that something? My yellow canna lily blossomed again. If you deadhead them, they'll blossom over and over. And I love that yellow. And this is columbine that I don't know if it's gonna blossom or not. And my fig ain't doing too good. Oh, and then we got an ivy to hopefully stretch over our fence so I don't have to look at those dogs that get on my nerves so bad. Okay, so my cactus garden is still doing good. That little guy looked like he was gonna die, but he's coming back. This cactus is doing good, all wavy looking. There's my marigolds, and there's some more marigolds with a salvia in the middle. I got stuck on my chicken. So my fire bush finally came back. I'm so happy for that. And my hens and chicks, I put it in my chicken. That's my yucca we bought. My century plants that I don't know if they're gonna take root and do well, but sunflowers, butterfly bush, some more canna lilies. That's a lantana, and this is just lots of grass that grew up in a tire. This is Priscilla's daughter's tire that I planted. Her sunflowers. Look how thick the stalks are. A cantaloupe plant and her carrots. She way more carrots are gonna grow for her, hopefully. This is my Black Lives Matter tire, and my Gouda. Look how beautiful that is. It stretches. It's so tall and stretches out, and it kind of looks like little birds, I think. Look, I love it. Or butterflies, I don't know. Then my autumn sage and my garden sage, my peppermint that I need to transplant, my morning glories. Hey, one is bloomed. It hasn't bloomed like I thought. I think I over filled it with seeds, so I know next year not to put as many. My phlox, doing okay. It's getting new blossoms, and the lupine is doing all right. That's the only morning glory that survived. My mini pumpkin plant, it's doing good, but my daffodils never did bloom. My sage, I love my sage. I love the smell of my sage. Right here I planted avocados. I'm doing an experiment. Let you know if it works. I planted thyme in there, and I'm going to take it inside. Some more basil, my flowers, my tomato, look. There's a red one. Well, that one's turning red. And then there's a itty, can you see the little one? So I got 2 tomatoes, and there's blossoms on there. There's my mint. I planted some ginger to see if it would grow. My cactus that LJ got me. Right, I'll get a better picture. Here, let me get up there. See, one of my cactuses. That's the zucchini. I don't know why it's shaped so funny, but my hibiscus, the red ones are about to bloom. That makes me happy. That jalapeno plant's not doing so good. Not so bueno. Here's a bunch of morning glories that I planted, and 4 o'clocks, and different wildflowers. This one, I don't know what it is, but it grew up really tall. And my zinnias, I have fallen in love with them. Look at this one. That one is one of my favorites, that bottom one. And then look at the pretty color of this one. I want it to come true to color. I love that. But all of them are so beautiful. And I've read if I deadhead them when they start dying, they'll rebloom. So that would be awesome. My morning glory, I let this tree just grow in this pot just to see how big it would get, because I don't need that tree. But my morning glory grew up, so that's pretty cool. My lantana, my purple one, has taken off finally. Periwinkle, not so good. My gladiolas have all, they've all blossomed, and now they're dying off like they're supposed to. My yellow squash I picked, the biggest one I've gotten so far. I leave them outside because the sun's supposed to help them harden. Another one of my yuccas that I got, but something's eating at it. See, look. You see where something's nibbling? That's gonna make me mad. It's a whole bunch of different squash plants. Oh, nice. My red yucca, and I believe that's lavender, that it died back but came back. LJ's dianthus that is doing wonderful, that he got for his birthday. It's beautiful. I need to deadhead a bunch of that. All of this had goat's heads, which are a weed that grow here that have these little stickers that look like goat's heads. I spent one morning that was cloudy pulling all of those up. And then I also found out through an medicinal herb book that my nephew gave me, that this right here, purslane, which grows as a weed, can actually be eaten. It's high in omega-3s and antioxidants, and it can be used like aloe for scrapes and some other medicinal stuff that I gotta do research on. My strawberry tree is still doing awesome. I found out that the berries, you can make a jam out of it. It's not strawberry berries, but just little red berries. Then all of our evergreens are doing good. This is what I can't wait to show you. So my gladiolas, like I said, they're dying back now. My cannas right here are doing great. But looky here, y'all. One of my sunflowers finally bloomed. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so happy. Okay, so all my other sunflowers are, they're not growing like that one. They didn't get as tall as I wanted them to. But next year I'm going to look for the really big ones. You know, that like their flower is as big as your face. Yeah. But not bad. So that's the end of my garden update. I'm going to do a channel update soon. And LJ's on vacation, so he'll be part, maybe some of my videos. Depends. We usually enjoy his vacation time together, but maybe we'll get a video or two. That's the end of this. Thank you for watching and have a good day. We got a good rain last night and it's overcast. Well, the sun's starting to come out, so I'll have to go inside pretty soon. But I'm pulling these dudes. Do you see them? Those are what we call goat's heads. They have stickers. I'm trying to find one. There's not any mature ones that have them on there, but they're very hard and spiky if you come from a place that does not grow them. And they look like a goat's head, kind of. That's why we call them goat's heads. But yeah, so they blossom. They get the little yellow, see the little yellow flowers? Yeah, they're pretty, but these plants suck. So I'm slowly pulling each one of them up because I was told that's really the only way to get rid of them. And I don't use poisons, so just thought I'd share that with y'all. That's what I'm doing this morning. Y'all see the little bee? Oh, it flew away. Well, I think I got it on video.